Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming on a journey to Chap Nirvana. Now, on my personal sartorial journey, I've been influenced by many things which have crossed my path through life. Going back to my childhood, when I looked up to my father and the other adult males when I was a child, I saw the way they were dressed and the little tricks and tips which they were able to pass along, which helped me in dressing better. As I was in the military for a decade, I learned certain tips and skills which helped me stay well dressed. And right up to the present day, I try and keep aware of changes in the sort of style and sartorial world, which will allow me to stay looking sharp and good as I go through life. Now, during this sartorial apprenticeship, which I guess you could call it, through my 54 years of life up to this point, I've picked up many tricks and tips which I realised can be applied to the ordinary man's outfit and the way that they dress, which actually cost virtually no money, you have to give no effort at all to these little tips, yet they significantly elevate your style and your presentation to the world around you. So today I'm going to share some of these wins which you can achieve through no effort at all, which will help you look better on your journey to Chap Nirvana. Now, my first tip for you is probably the biggest win which you're going to get from our conversation today, and that is, quite simply, polish your shoes. And the reason why this is a good win is because you have to invest virtually no money at all in it. As long as you own a pot of polish, which can cost just a few pounds, you're on your way. What you do have to invest is a bit of time and a bit of knowledge and a bit of skill, which keeps growing time after time. Every time you polish your shoes, you're going to get a better result. And the reason why I say it's so important to polish your shoes is because of all the elements of clothing which I have worn, which I've spent time on throughout my adult life. It is my shoes and the quality and the shine of my shoes which has sort of resulted in the greatest number of compliments from people which I meet, be they people who know me well or just random strangers. Such is the value of good footwear. I've always said that the shoes that a man wears out into the world are a window into his soul. If he is somebody who's happy to walk around with scruffy shoes, tells you a lot about him. If he's somebody who's put a bit of time and effort into his shoes and there is a glowing mirror shine, it really puts a shine on that individual in your appearance. Now, I would say I do take it to the extreme, all right? I have over years cultivated a skill in how to build a fabulous mirror shine, and as a result, I do tend to wear a mirror shine on quite a few of my shoes because I like the compliments. I like knowing the fact that people look at me and they judge me quite simply by the shoes that I'm wearing and more importantly, the shine on them. Now, the beauty of this is, as I say, it doesn't cost a lot of money, but you can elevate a really inexpensive pair of shoes to a show-stopping item of your outfit just by spending time and effort in how to do it. Now, I've got numerous videos on my channel which shows how to achieve a mirror shine. It is well worth learning that skill because it's going to pay off as time goes on. You're going to benefit from having the best presentation of any situation. An example, the other day, I had to go to a funeral in my village. All right, there were probably 50, 60 people in attendance. All the men gathered afterwards in the churchyard. I was the only man in that group who had a mirror shine on his shoes. And as a consequence, numerous people complimented me on it. They made reference to the fact I'd gone to the extra effort. You can do it too. A little bit of effort goes a long way. Now, my second tip for you is also quite an easy one. Doesn't require much effort, but it does require a bit of skill. And that is learn how to iron your clothing well. Because nothing, believe me, nothing can kill the look of an intentionally well-dressed man faster than having a creased and crumpled shirt or dress trousers which have a myriad of train tracks running down the front instead of one sharp crease which delineates the middle of your trousers. However, learning how to iron, again, is relatively straightforward. I've done videos on this in the past. In fact, they're some of the most popular videos that I've ever made on how to iron a dress shirt and how to iron trousers. So it does lead me to think that there are people out there who want to improve their look and look sharp and crisp instead of crumpled and rumpled in their clothing. Now, the beauty of ironing is, yet again, all you really need to invest in is an iron. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money, £25, £30, even less. And once you own your iron, you're on your way. You really don't even need an ironing board if it is a difficulty in doing so. You can use a table. All you need is an ironing cloth and an iron, and from that point on, your clothes are always going to look sharp and well creased, rather than crumpled, as if you've spent the night sleeping on the floor somewhere. So get that iron to work for you. It's going to make all the difference in the sharpness of your appearance. Now, my tip number 3 for you is use a fragrance, all right? I can't remember the statistics, but it's many percentage of men never wear any form of cologne at all. And believe me, a simple way to improve your memorability within the people that you meet is something as simple as leaving a positive olfactory memory when you encounter them. Now, the olfactory sense, the sense of smell, is something which is very closely linked to the memory. And if you've met somebody and they are exuding a pleasant fragrance, it's something which gets locked into the brain. I mean, if you want to see how this works, do you ever find occasions where you enter a room or you walk past a shop and you get a whiff of a smell, and it can take you back to childhood, your grandmother's linen cupboard, or the food that your mother or father used to cook for you? That's the power of the olfactory sense. Believe me, you always want to be remembered as the guy who smells good, opposed to the guy who smells bad. And it's easily achieved. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money, and it takes no time at all. A little spritz in the morning before you go out to work for the day, or go out for your day of activities, and it will leave you emanating a pleasant smell, leaving pleasant memories of sophistication and cleanliness with the people that you encounter. Now, you don't have to have a whole drawer full of fragrances like I do. I mean, I'm at the end of a lifetime of encountering fragrances and enjoying them and collecting them. You need really only have one. Now, if I was going to have just one fragrance that I live my life with, I think it would be something which is pleasant, crisp and friendly, like Bleu de Chanel. This is a fragrance which is universally accepted as enjoyable, fresh smelling and quite interesting to people, and it really just gives that wonderful citrusy smell which everybody really enjoys smelling. That could be the only one that you ever have. If you want to be a little more sophisticated, you could have a fragrance which works well in the summer and another in the winter. In the summertime, I favour fragrances which are light and citrusy. This is Dunhill Edition, and bergamot and lemon just jump out of it and remind you of a fresh, warm, sunny day, just like this. In the winter time, I prefer something which is a little more dense. Here I have Floris number 89, a classic old-fashioned gentleman's fragrance, which is much stronger, much denser, has hints of tobacco and leather. Just really works for the winter months. So, you don't have to spend much money. You can buy just one good fragrance which will do you throughout the year. Or if you want to be a little more fancy, one for the summer, one for the winter, and the people you meet will have that positive olfactory memory long after you've left the room. Now, my tip number 4 for you is a quick and easy win for any intentionally well-dressed man, and that is, be thoughtful about the way that your clothes are tailored, because there's nothing that can kill your look more than a great pool of excess material over your shoes because your trousers are too long, or maybe the sleeve of your jacket is halfway towards your elbow or dangling over your knuckles, indicating that your shirts are either too long or too short, or the sleeve of your jacket is too long or too short. It doesn't take much to actually invest a little bit of effort in the fit of your clothing, so it makes your body look its very best. Now, if you're sensible, you'll cultivate a relationship with a tailor or a seamstress in your local town who you can go back to time and again. They know your tastes, they know what you like, and because of their experienced sartorial eye, they can assist you in improving the clothing which you buy by putting in a nip here, a tuck there, and improving your silhouette. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's a quick and easy win to look far better than the majority of the population who just buy things off the rack and wear it whether it fits or not. Go to the tailor, get the job done. Now, my fifth tip for you is quite a simple one, and is really just to embrace colour in your sartorial journey. It's so easy just to enhance the look of your clothing by being mindful about the palette of colours which you can include within your wardrobe. I really dread walking around the city because these days I see so many men who seem to be choosing their suits from the kaleidoscope of colours which are only grey and navy. You'll see a guy wearing a beautiful grey suit and he'll be wearing some sort of grey tie with it, or a navy suit and a blue tie. And you know, it just shows no imagination in expressing a little bit of your personality in the clothing that you display to the world. Now, it can be achieved by ensuring that if you're wearing a navy suit, just don't wear a blue or navy tie. Wear something which is of contrasting colour but complementary in its hue. Same goes for grey. You know, these are neutral colours, navy and grey. They go so well with everything else that you put with them. To choose something of the same colour is a non-decision, and it shows that you either lack confidence or strength of character in the way that you dress. Now, a good way of showing a bit of colour is thinking about those accessories, the tie, the pocket square, even the shirt, right? You do not have to wear just the plain white shirt or the plain light blue shirt with everything. Think about pink. Pink is such a wonderful, expressive colour and so appropriate in the modern world. Think about your colour palette. Do not just choose from the neutrals. Show a bit of pizzazz, please. Now, my next tip is really a follow-on from that last one, and that is also make the best use of the accessories that a man is able to wear with his suit or his blazer or sports jacket. I hate to see men who are just wearing a lovely garment, a lovely sports jacket, tweed, or a lovely suit, and they've not dressed the outfit in any way with the beautiful accessories that are at our disposal. For me, it is like seeing a naked Christmas tree. Now, whilst I admit a tree looks wonderful in nature, it looks great, the Christmas tree, but doesn't it look so much more sparkly when you add coloured lights and some baubles and some ribbon to it? It brings that natural beauty to a whole different level of appreciation. And the same can be said for your outfit. I've already talked about the tie. Choose a tie which is of complementary yet contrasting colour to your suit to bring 3 dimensions of interest. Also, a bit of texture, a bit of pattern can be injected. Pocket squares. If there is a breast pocket on an item that you are wearing, be it a sports jacket or even an overcoat, it's there for one reason: to display a pocket square. Do not let the opportunity pass you by. Even if you just wear a plain white fold handkerchief in your pocket, you have to fill that pocket square somehow. Now, you've got these broad lapels on your jackets as well. It's a wonderful blank canvas in which to dress your outfit. Today, I'm wearing an artificial boutonniere, which just brings a little sprinkle of colour, but you could easily wear a badge indicating your association with a charity, or maybe you're a military veteran, you want to wear a veteran's badge. Whatever it may be, it's an opportunity to put a little piece of you visibly on display in your outfit. Even wearing cufflinks. A cufflink is yet another way of dressing your outfit. It shows a little bit about yourself. And even as I pull my cuff up, wearing a wristwatch. So few men these days wear any form of wristwatch, and if they do, it's often a smartwatch or something associated with their phone or their computer. It's not a real watch. If you go to the extent of wearing a real functioning timekeeping mechanical watch, it tells the world a great deal about your personality and the type of person that you are. Do not neglect the opportunities that your accessories give to add that final level of panache to your outfit. Now, my final big win for no effort today comes with no actual financial cost whatsoever, yet it promises to yield the greatest result of all of the tips I'm going to give you. And that is to carry yourself with poise and bearing as you go through life. Basically, confidence. Carry yourself with confidence, to hold yourself with purpose and self-assurance. Because when you do that, it carries across, it transfers to the people around you. They see you walking with your shoulders back, your stomach held in, chest puffed out, head held high, making eye contact with the people that you meet, speaking with a confident and clear manner. And they will see somebody who is professional, who is businesslike, who is smart, and has great poise and bearing. Those two words which I often use to talk about that X factor, an intangible thing which an intentionally well-dressed man exudes to the world around him. Because believe me, even if you're wearing a £10,000 suit and you're in magnificent physical shape and you're maybe handsome as hell, if you can't make eye contact with people, you're always looking down at the ground, you've got your shoulders hunched over, you are going to go unnoticed amongst other people who are permeating a sense of confidence to those around them. So all you have to do, even if you don't feel that confident and full of self-assurance, act it. Pretend you are. You know, throw those shoulders back, pretend you own the room, and very soon you will really start to live up to that level of confidence which you are play acting initially, but you will soon learn to live within that. And people will start to notice those vibes that you're giving off, and you will be identified as the best dressed man in the room. So there we go, folks. Being an intentionally well-dressed man and learning from those big wins for no effort really just boils down to being interested in your appearance and taking time to learn some very basic core skills, like how to iron your clothing. Once learned, it will be with you for the rest of your life. The same goes for polishing your shoes. A little bit of an investment in knowledge, skill, and time, and you will have compliments for the rest of your life journey. Believe me, it's worked for me, and it'll work for you too. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today's video on the big wins you can get for no effort at all in your sartorial output to the world. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button. Come on the journey to Chap Nirvana alongside me, and we'll learn together. If you'd like to support the channel, you can just leave a comment in the comment section. Drop me an email if you have a specific question about your journey to Chap Nirvana that you think I can help you with. If you'd like to practically support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. It's a quick one-off thing. Or you can become a patron. And I make additional video content for my patrons each and every week, and we have an intimate dialogue where I answer their questions and share my life journey with them on a day-to-day basis. And to find out how to access all of those things, it's in the show notes below. So until the next time, take care. Those quick, big wins for no effort will change your life if you allow them to do so. I'll see you again very soon.